Welcome everyone to IPO Market Watch. I'm your host Mike, and in this video today I am going to present to you an initial public offering, right? So an IPO, a new company that's going public. It has to do with potash, it has to do with fertilizers, and interesting because, to be honest, the fertilizer industry on the stock market, you can check it, don't take my word for it because it doesn't mean I'm right, but the fertilizer industry is undervalued, right? So let's see, maybe this is an IPO to check out or not. So before I begin with the IPO, guys, on the Discord, if you want to join us, the link will be at the bottom of your screen or in the description of the video. An update of the latest things that went on the Discord was ticker symbol CRNT, which I actually like, but I got out of it quickly for a reason. I'll explain why. So I told my Discord members that I will buy CRNT at 275. They knew that ahead of time, so they could have gotten in with me. And that was on November 13, 2024. Next day on November 14, 2024, sold at $2.98. And BSFC, which was a quick one at 27 cents, sold at 29 cents. Like I said, that's the latest things that happened on the Discord. As far as CRNT, guys, this isn't the first time on our Discord that we have gotten in and out of CRNT. I'm sorry. So we've been out of it 3 times already, and each time, if you notice, very quick in and outs. So I personally noticed that if I can get in at 270, 275, I'm able to swing it and for a quick short-term trade to $2.90, $2.98. Right, and depends on how much you invest. It's not bad. And the other reason why I actually take those chances with CRNT is because it is a company that I actually like. To be honest, I think they're good. I don't really fear, even if I have to hold them. Right, this is just my opinion, of course. But eventually, I just get out quickly. But yeah, maybe at some point I might actually hold them. So that's 3 successful times we've been able to steal from the market really quick trades.
Oh! He busted me right in my mouth, Marv! And one. Ow! Right in the schnoz! That's 2. Come on, let's get him. Oops. That's 3.
Also yesterday, guys, before we get to the IPO, Warren Buffett yesterday. So we know about Berkshire Hathaway's 13th filing as of yesterday. Most of you may have checked it out, maybe not. And the reason I want to point this out is because the stock market right now is in overvalued territory. The S&P 500 is up 24% year to date, which is scary in my opinion. For me, personally speaking, that's scary. When you have like a 18% gain on the entire year in the S&P 500, Buffett, would say to you, wow, that's amazing, that's great. Well, imagine 24%. So I think we're overvalued territory. Does that mean, though, that if you're in the stock market while it's overvalued, that you should stay away from every single stock? No, because there will always be, whether the market is up or down or really up or really down, there will always be stocks that are undervalued, companies that are trading at good prices, companies that can still do well even if there's a bear market, right? And Warren Buffett yesterday in Berkshire Hathaway, we were able to see that he had new stakes. He took new stakes in Domino's Pizza. Why not? That's a good business, right? With 1.28 million shares. And Pool Corporation. So he thought, obviously for Warren Buffett, he thought that Domino's Pizza and Pool Corp, ticker symbol DPZ, POL, that they are trading at undervalued prices. But he did sell Floor & Decor, F&D, and he kept steady, didn't subtract or add to his Occidental Petroleum, which is actually good. So I'm happy for that. Now let's go to the IPO, which is Brazil Potash Corporation, which is seeking a $100 million IPO. Interesting. They're asking for $15 per share. We know that the global fertilizer market is set to grow at 4.9% compound annual growth rate. And like I said earlier, the fertilizer industry and the fertilizer stocks on the stock market for the past 1 full year have been suffering due to the war in Ukraine or whatever geopolitical events, maybe slowdown in economy. But you see the entire industry is down. For example, Nutrien Ltd, ticker symbol NTR, is a company that's in the potash fertilizer industry. They're trading right now at 46.25, but for the past 1 year, they're down 17.8%. There's other fertilizer companies that are down even 25%, right? And when I see that the entire industry, not just one stock, but the entire industry goes down for the past 1 year, at least 20%, right? To me, that speaks volumes of happiness and great, because that means that the industry is down, not a specific company. That means that the industry is undervalued, and if it's 20% down in a year, for me it's undervalued, or it's worth at least looking at, right? I'm not saying it's an automatic buy. That those are things. Nothing in my videos are financial advice. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to do your own homework. Don't trade according to my opinion. But when I see an industry for the past 12 months being down 20, 30%, wow. That's an opportunity to find which stock in that industry is good, which company is good, who has a good free cash flow, good financials, because more than likely they're undervalued. All right, guys, so Toronto, Canada-based Brazil Potash Corp was founded to acquire and develop a potassium mineral resource project in Brazil. Management is headed by Chief Executive Officer Matthew Simpson, who has been with the company since 2014. The interesting part is that this year, this company received $243 million in investments from CD Capital and also from Forbes and Manhattan. The negative part about this company is that they are pre-revenue companies, so they have no revenue. If anybody was to buy them at IPO price, they would be really bullish for whatever homework they did. So as you can see here, the finances, you can pause the video if you want to check this out in detail. It is very, very critical information. And with that being said, I will not buy them on day one since the industry is still going down for the past 1 year, but I'll keep an eye on them and I will search for other fertilizer companies that are seasoned companies, making money already, have a good free cash flow in the fertilizer industry, because things seem really undervalued in the industry overall. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. I wish you guys the best and take care.